Welcome back, students of Project Centaurus. I'm Professor Phileas B. Baxter. In today's film, we'll be talking about the most influential political instrument in the universe. Well, after that Disney film with the birds from South America. I'm referring to the interstellar equivalent of the UN, the ANUS. I suppose you'll now be asking yourselves a question.
Professor, what is the ANUS for?
ANUS stands for the Alien Nations Union from Space. Its purpose is to facilitate intergalactic cooperation in matters such as extraterrestrial law, peace in space, and mucosity. And if your diplomatic work is successful, the Earth will become a member of this organisation.
Wow, Professor, the ANUS sounds like a fascinating place.
It is.
How to get in?
Professor, is it hard to get into the ANUS?
The ANUS is quite flexible. There's enough room for 3,000 members from all over the galaxy. To be able to get in, planets need only meet a few minimum requirements. Be spherical, be inhabited by at least one organism so they can attend meetings, and not smell too bad. I think if we cover Venice with a giant plastic sheet, the Earth shouldn't have any problem getting into the organisation.
How it functions?
And what's the ANUS like inside?
Well, very few have seen it. As far as we know, decisions are passed by vote at the Intergalactic General Assembly. The vote is normally by a simple majority, unless a member attends the voting session equipped with a laser machine gun. In that case, one vote is sufficient.
And how do they communicate?
Well, to understand each other, they use headphones connected to an Android translator that speaks every language in the universe, except German, which uses declensions and is just too confusing. Some species don't have ears and therefore can't use headphones, but they get the general idea from the context.
What we can gain from it. And Professor, is it really useful?
The ANUS? Of course. This organisation is behind the most important events in the history of the universe. They put an end to the war between the King of Jupiter and his aerobics instructor. They prevented colourblind Venusians from swimming in a river of lava. And that actor with a face like a dromedary, what's his name?
Ronald Reagan?
They got him all his roles. Because if not, there's no explaining it. Anyway, for Earthlings, getting into the ANUS would help us get all the energy and riches we could ever want, preferably by peaceful means. We'd have to build a warehouse on top of Peru just to hold all the precious metals we'd get.
And if the ANUS offers resistance?
Well, then we'd do the same as we do with the UN. Ignore it. Well, that's all for today. There are other important organisations in space, such as NIPL, but we'll cover that in another course. To continue your training, please watch lesson number 11.